Heartbreak. It's a word that carries a weight we've all felt at some point in our lives. It can leave you feeling like the world has crumbled beneath your feet, like the air around you is heavier and harder to breathe. But today I want to remind you that heartbreak, as painful as it feels, is not the end of your story. It's an opportunity to write a new chapter. The first step to healing is acceptance. You have to face the reality of the situation not with judgment, not with blame, but with understanding. What happened cannot be undone, but how you choose to move forward is entirely in your hands. Let yourself grieve, let yourself feel, because denying those emotions only delays the healing process. Now let's talk about self-love. When was the last time you truly looked at yourself and said, "I am enough"? Heartbreak has a way of making you question your worth, but this is the time to remind yourself that you are whole, even if someone else didn't see it. Take yourself on that journey of rediscovery. Explore your passions, prioritize your health, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Every heartbreak carries a lesson. It may teach you about what you need in a relationship, or it may highlight areas of growth within yourself. Reflect on these lessons, but don't let them make you bitter. Let them make you wiser. Because the truth is, every step, every stumble, is preparing you for something greater. Let's talk about vision. What does your future look like now? Heartbreak isn't the end, it's a blank slate. Imagine the possibilities, the dreams you set aside, the strength you're gaining through this experience. Picture yourself thriving, not just surviving. Because you will. Healing is not a straight line. There will be days when the weight feels too heavy. But each day as you choose to rise, you are rebuilding. And one day you'll look back at this moment, not with sadness, but with gratitude for how far you've come. So I leave you with this: heartbreak is not a defeat, it's a redirection. Step into the new path with courage, love yourself fiercely, and remember, you are stronger than you think. Heartbreak is one of life's most profound and challenging experiences. It shakes us to our core, often leaving us feeling raw, vulnerable, and disoriented. But amidst the pain lies an extraordinary truth: heartbreak is a transformation. It's a process of shedding old layers, letting go of what no longer serves us, and emerging stronger, wiser, and more resilient. While it doesn't feel like it in the moment, heartbreak holds the power to push us toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. When heartbreak enters your life, it forces you to confront emotions you might have never dealt with before. It compels you to sit with discomfort, to face your fears of loneliness, rejection, or failure. While this can feel overwhelming, it's also an invitation to growth. Transformation begins when we stop running from pain and start acknowledging it. It's in those quiet, tear-filled nights that you begin to peel back the layers of yourself, uncovering parts of your identity that might have been buried under the weight of a relationship. Heartbreak is a wake-up call, a signal that it's time to rediscover who you are outside of what you've lost. The process of transformation often begins with questions. Who am I now? What do I want moving forward? These questions might seem daunting at first, but they are the seeds of growth. Heartbreak pushes you into uncharted territory, forcing you to rethink your priorities and redefine your values. It strips away the illusions of what you thought your life should be, leaving behind a blank canvas. This is where transformation happens, when you realize that the life you imagined isn't the only life you can have. In the midst of heartbreak, there's an opportunity to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. Often we pour so much of ourselves into relationships that we lose sight of our individuality. Heartbreak gives you the chance to reclaim that. It's a time to focus on what brings you joy, what ignites your passion, and what nurtures your soul. It's a chance to rebuild your foundation, not based on someone else's expectations, but on your own desires and needs. The transformation that heartbreak brings isn't always immediate or linear. It comes in waves, sometimes subtle, sometimes overwhelming. You might find yourself questioning why it had to happen, replaying moments in your mind, or longing for closure. But over time, the pain softens, and you start to notice changes within yourself. You become more aware of your strength, more confident in your ability to navigate life's challenges, and more open to new possibilities. One of the most beautiful aspects of this transformation is the resilience it fosters. Heartbreak shows you that you can survive what you thought would break you. It teaches you that even in your darkest moments you have the capacity to heal. And that resilience doesn't just stay with you, it becomes a part of who you are. It's what enables you to face future challenges with courage and grace, knowing that you've already weathered storms before. Transformation through heartbreak also comes with a renewed sense of gratitude. As you heal, you begin to appreciate the small joys in life, the laughter of friends, the comfort of a favorite book, the warmth of the sun on your face. Heartbreak has a way of stripping life down to its essentials, reminding you of what truly matters. It teaches you to cherish the present moment, to find beauty in simplicity, and to recognize the strength in vulnerability. Heartbreak prepares you for the future in ways you might not immediately see. It refines your understanding of love, relationships, and yourself. It helps you set boundaries, recognize red flags, and communicate your needs more effectively. It also opens your heart to deeper connections, not because you need someone else to complete you, but because you've learned to stand strong on your own. While the pain of heartbreak is undeniable, its transformative power is equally profound. It's a catalyst for growth, a journey of self-discovery, and a reminder of the strength that lies within you. Heartbreak doesn't just end something, it begins something new. It challenges you to rise, to rebuild, and to create a life that's even more beautiful than the one you imagined. Acceptance is one of the most critical yet challenging steps in healing after heartbreak. When faced with the pain of a broken heart, it is natural to resist the reality of the situation. We cling to memories, replay conversations, and hold on to the hope that things might somehow return to the way they were. But true healing begins the moment we allow ourselves to accept what has happened, even when it feels impossible. Acceptance isn't about pretending everything is okay or forcing yourself to move on quickly. Instead, it is about coming to terms with the reality of the situation and finding the strength to face it with honesty and grace. The journey of acceptance starts with acknowledging your feelings without judgment. Heartbreak stirs a storm of emotions: sadness, anger, confusion, and even guilt. These emotions are valid, and resisting them only prolongs the pain. Acceptance means giving yourself permission to feel whatever comes up. It's okay to cry, to feel hurt, and to sit with the discomfort. This is not a sign of weakness, but of courage. By allowing yourself to feel, you begin to release the emotional weight that heartbreak carries. Often, a significant barrier to acceptance is the tendency to dwell on what could have been. We imagine alternative scenarios, question every decision, and hold on to the idea that things might have turned out differently if only we had done something more or less. While this is a natural part of processing loss, it also keeps us stuck in the past. Acceptance requires letting go of the what-ifs and recognizing that the past cannot be changed. It is about shifting your focus from what was to what is and allowing yourself to live in the present moment. Another important aspect of acceptance is understanding that closure may not come from external sources. Many people wait for an apology, an explanation, or some form of validation from the other person before they feel they can move on. While these things can be helpful, they are not always guaranteed. True closure comes from within. It is the decision to stop seeking answers outside yourself and to find peace in your own heart. Acceptance means acknowledging that you may never fully understand why things happened the way they did. And that's okay. You don't need all the answers to begin healing. Acceptance is also about reframing your perspective on loss. Heartbreak often feels like the end of something, and in many ways it is. But it can also be the beginning of something new. When you accept the situation for what it is, you open yourself up to the possibility of growth and transformation. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to be happy about what happened, but it does mean finding meaning in the experience. It's about recognizing that every ending holds the seeds of a new beginning, and that the pain you feel now is part of a greater process of becoming. One of the most powerful tools for acceptance is self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this time. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame, questioning your worth or feeling like you weren't enough. But acceptance means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. Remind yourself that heartbreak is a universal experience and that you are not alone in your pain. You are deserving of love and healing, and the fact that something didn't work out does not diminish your value. Acceptance is not a single moment or a quick fix, it is a process. There will be days when it feels easier and days when the pain resurfaces. This is normal. Healing is not linear, and acceptance is something you may need to practice repeatedly. Over time, as you continue to embrace the reality of the situation, you will find that the pain begins to lessen and the weight starts to lift. Acceptance is not about forgetting or erasing what happened, it is about finding peace with it. Acceptance is a gift you give yourself. It is the act of choosing to let go of resistance and step into a space of clarity and openness. It allows you to move forward, not because you have to, but because you deserve to. By embracing acceptance, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your ability to create a new and fulfilling chapter in your life. Acceptance is a gift you give yourself. It is the act of choosing to let go of resistance and step into a space of clarity and openness. It allows you to move forward, not because you have to, but because you deserve to. By embracing acceptance, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your ability to create a new and fulfilling chapter in your life. Heartbreak often leaves us questioning our worth, shaking the foundations of our confidence and self-esteem. It's easy to feel lost or even unlovable when a relationship ends, but it's in these moments of vulnerability that the importance of self-love becomes most evident. Rebuilding yourself after heartbreak begins with shifting the focus inward and prioritizing your own well-being. Self-love is not just about pampering yourself or repeating affirmations, it's a profound and deliberate practice of nurturing, respecting, and valuing who you are. When a relationship ends, it's natural to feel like a piece of yourself is missing. You may have poured so much into the other person that their absence feels like a void. However, this is an opportunity to rediscover the person you were before the relationship and embrace the person you are becoming. Self-love starts with reconnecting to your identity outside of the relationship. What are your passions? What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? These questions, though simple, are powerful. They help you reclaim the parts of yourself that may have been overshadowed by the dynamics of the relationship. One of the most important aspects of self-love is treating yourself with kindness and compassion. After heartbreak, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame or harsh self-criticism. You might replay moments in your mind, wondering what you could have done differently or feeling ashamed for not seeing warning signs. But this kind of thinking only deepens the wound. Instead, self-love asks you to speak to yourself the way you would to a dear friend who is hurting. Offer yourself understanding, remind yourself that you are human, and acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes or faces rejection. It's a part of life, not a reflection of your worth. Caring for your physical and emotional well-being is another crucial element of self-love. Heartbreak can take a toll on your health, often leaving you feeling drained, anxious, or unmotivated. Self-love means giving your body the nourishment and rest it needs to heal. Eat well, exercise, and make time for activities that rejuvenate you. Whether that's spending time in nature, reading a good book, or simply taking a long, relaxing bath. These acts of care may seem small, but they send a powerful message to yourself: you matter, and your well-being is a priority. Setting boundaries is also an act of self-love. After heartbreak, you might feel the urge to seek closure or stay connected to the person who hurt you. While this is a natural response, it can often lead to more pain and confusion. Self-love means protecting your energy and allowing yourself the space to heal. This might involve limiting contact, unfollowing them on social media, or creating distance in other ways. It's not about being spiteful or cold, it's about recognizing that your peace of mind is more important than holding on to someone who no longer serves your growth. Another essential aspect of self-love is surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. Heartbreak can sometimes isolate you, making you feel like no one understands your pain. But leaning on trusted friends, family members, or even a therapist can remind you that you're not alone. Self-love means allowing others to show you care and accepting their support without feeling ashamed or burdensome. Their presence can help fill the emotional gaps while you work on strengthening your relationship with yourself. As you rebuild your confidence, it's important to remind yourself of your inherent worth. Heartbreak can make you forget how valuable you are, but it doesn't define you. Reflect on your strengths, achievements, and the qualities that make you unique. Consider journaling or writing a list of things you appreciate about yourself. These practices help reframe your perspective and shift your focus from what you lost to what you still have. Self-love is about patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and there will be days when it feels harder than others. But every small step you take, every moment of care, every boundary set, every act of kindness toward yourself adds up. Over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel lighter, more confident, and more connected to yourself. Heartbreak may leave scars, but self-love is the balm that soothes and strengthens you. It's the foundation for moving forward, for attracting healthier relationships, and for living a life that feels true to who you are. By choosing to love yourself, even in your most broken moments, you're not just healing, you're transforming into someone even more resilient, vibrant, and whole. Healing from heartbreak often requires us to embrace new routines and practices that support our growth and well-being. After experiencing emotional pain, it's easy to fall into patterns of stagnation, replaying the past and avoiding the present. However, intentionally creating a structured path forward can be transformative. When you focus on building new habits, you actively reclaim your power and begin shaping a future that feels fulfilling and aligned with your goals. This step is not only about keeping busy, but also about consciously integrating activities that nurture your mind, body, and soul. The first step in establishing new routines is to set intentions. Heartbreak often leaves us feeling aimless or unmotivated, but defining small, achievable goals can help restore a sense of purpose. Start by asking yourself what you want to accomplish in this new chapter of your life. These goals don't have to be monumental. They could be as simple as waking up earlier, cooking a healthy meal, or spending 10 minutes a day meditating. What matters is that these actions align with the person you are becoming and reflect the care you are giving yourself. Creating a daily schedule can be incredibly grounding during times of emotional upheaval. Structure provides stability, especially when your world feels chaotic. Consider incorporating consistent wake-up and sleep times, meal planning, and designated periods for exercise, creativity, or relaxation. While it's important to remain flexible, having a framework for your day helps you maintain a sense of normalcy and reduces the likelihood of falling into unhealthy patterns, such as excessive overthinking or isolating yourself. One of the most powerful habits to develop after heartbreak is self-reflection. Taking time to understand your emotions, behaviors, and experiences can provide clarity and foster personal growth. Journaling is a particularly effective tool for this purpose. Write about your feelings, your progress, and the lessons you're learning. Journaling allows you to process your thoughts in a safe space, free from judgment, and can even reveal patterns or insights that help you move forward. It's a habit that not only aids healing but also strengthens your connection to yourself. Physical activity is another vital component of creating new routines. Exercise isn't just about improving your physical health, it's a proven way to boost your mood, reduce stress, and increase energy levels. Whether it's taking a brisk walk, practicing yoga, or joining a fitness class, moving your body helps release endorphins and fosters a sense of accomplishment. Even a short daily workout can remind you of your strength and resilience, qualities that are essential during the healing process. In addition to physical routines, consider integrating mindfulness practices into your daily life. Mindfulness is the art of being present, and it can be especially beneficial when heartbreak has you caught up in memories or worries about the future. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a few moments to focus on your surroundings can help you stay grounded. Mindfulness teaches you to acknowledge your thoughts and feelings without judgment, creating a space where healing can occur naturally. Expanding your horizons by learning something new is another way to transform your post-heartbreak routine. Engaging in activities that challenge you intellectually or creatively can reignite your sense of curiosity and joy. This might mean picking up a hobby you've always wanted to try, like painting, cooking, or learning a new language. Not only does this keep your mind active, but it also reinforces the idea that life has so much more to offer beyond a single relationship. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also crucial when establishing new habits. Spend time with people who uplift you and encourage your growth. Join groups or communities that share your interests or values. The support of others can be a powerful motivator as you navigate your healing journey. It's equally important to limit exposure to negativity, whether it's from people, media, or even your own inner critic. Protecting your emotional environment is an act of self-care that reinforces your new routines. Lastly, celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Healing is a gradual process, and each step you take deserves recognition. Whether it's sticking to a new habit for a week, stepping out of your comfort zone, or simply feeling a little lighter, these milestones are proof of your resilience and commitment to moving forward. Treat yourself with kindness and patience, knowing that every effort contributes to your growth. Building new routines and habits after heartbreak isn't just about filling the void left by a relationship, it's about creating a life that reflects your strength, values, and aspirations. These routines become the foundation of your healing journey, helping you rediscover who you are and paving the way for a future filled with possibility and self-empowerment. By dedicating yourself to these practices, you honor your ability to heal and thrive, turning pain into an opportunity for transformation. Healing from heartbreak is not just a personal journey, it's also about embracing the connections and relationships that uplift and support you. During times of emotional pain, it's natural to feel isolated or withdrawn, but allowing others into your healing process can make a world of difference. Genuine connections remind you that you're not alone and that love, in its many forms, still exists around you. Friends, family members, or trusted mentors can offer the encouragement, wisdom, and empathy that help you navigate this difficult time. Reaching out doesn't have to mean bearing your soul at once. Sometimes simply spending time with people who care about you, sharing a meal, enjoying a conversation, or even sitting in comfortable silence can provide comfort and strength. Surrounding yourself with positivity helps counterbalance the pain of heartbreak and reminds you of the value you bring to others' lives. Healing through connection also involves opening yourself to new experiences and communities. Joining groups or engaging in activities that align with your interests can introduce you to like-minded individuals who inspire growth and resilience. These connections, old and new, become a testament to the richness of life beyond heartbreak, helping you rebuild trust and rediscover joy.